Hey, my name is Edward Fox. I am on the way to my barber to get a haircut because, yeah. Also, I found a new gray hair over here the other day, so I'm gonna need him to cut that out for me. But I'm making this video. Oh yeah, thank you for your time, attention, and thank you for watching this video. But I'm creating this video because I am super inspired. Next month, on May 1st, I'm going to be starting I'm about to finish my bachelor's degree at Western Governors University. I am so excited. Like, I am so ready to get this done and knocked out. Because if you watch my other videos, recruiters have been calling me for months. And not having the degree is kind of making them hang up and not call me back. That's lame, right? So I'm like, let me go ahead and finish this up, get this degree, make things easier on myself, let them people pay me that money they're asking to pay me. So I'm excited. I just spoke with them at Western Governors University yesterday. This young lady, she's the entrance counselor I spoke with. I have another call with them today. But basically, everything's going perfect with my profile. I'm already set to be admitted. I just gotta do the last act. They gotta receive my financial aid information. That's gonna be done this week, and then I'm gonna do orientation, and I officially start May 1st. So yeah, this is lit. Now, a part of the news that the young lady gave me was, I was telling her, like, I want to complete this in a month. She said the fastest anyone has ever done their bachelor's degree program with Western Governors is 2 months, right? So I'm gonna tell you this. I already have 33% of the degree already finished because of my past credits from Savannah State University and what I did on Sophia.org. So, with that being said, I'm preparing myself to pass all 26 classes I need to take at Western Governors University. I'm preparing myself mentally and financially because I'm not really trying to leave the house like in the month of May. I'm trying to go ahead and knock it out and get it done. So I'm preparing myself to complete 26 classes in 1 month, and I believe it's possible. I definitely believe it's possible. If you saw the brand of that water bottle, that was not a paid promotion. But if you saw it, tell the company to send me some money because I'm about to be in college again. There's student loans. So all in all, I'm going to have like $40-something thousand in student loans, but I'm going to have a bachelor's degree. And the young lady yesterday told me that the fastest someone ever got a master's degree, or maybe she said the MBA, a master's or MBA. She said the fastest someone ever did that was in 16 days. So that's telling me there are people, like somebody did the bachelor's degree in 2 months. That is 40 classes. I don't know exactly which degree program they chose, but for me, I'm doing IT, business administration with the focus of IT management. So that's 40 classes for me. I've already done like 16 of them, or I've already done how many of them? But I have 33% of the classes. Maybe I've done 14. I think it's 14 or 13. But I'm already done with most of 33% of the classes. I have to do the rest. I'm excited. I was thinking earlier, like, should I live stream me doing class? Should I like have a phone set up and it's watching me read and talk on the computer and watch me study? And maybe, because that dude, there's other guys on the internet, live stream themselves doing things that are just fun, I guess, little funny things. There's I Show Speed. He does stuff on the internet people like to watch. But would y'all watch me go to college? I think that'll be fun. I think that'll be lit. So yeah, but I think it'll be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to finishing my bachelor's degree, There's cybersecurity jobs have been the recruiters have been hitting me up. I just need to go ahead and finish everything up, get right, get paid, take the tech money, pay off debts, raise my credit score, buy some businesses, work mergers and acquisitions on my own for some time, probably build teams for that. Yeah, you need operators, and then be buying up all this real estate. Come on, man. Atlanta is for sale. Atlanta's about to have continue to have a boom of people moving here up until 2050. That's what the statistics are saying. But yeah, and also I want a 3D printed house. Check out Icon. Icon is working with Lennar in Austin, Texas. They're building out. They're gonna be working on communities in multiple places. But trust me, I want me a 3D printed house. They got one. I know it's gonna be probably like $3 million to build, but it's over 80. It's 8,700 square feet. I like that. So yeah, I got goals, I got dreams, and we just gotta put the work behind it. And that's how you make things happen. Law of attraction, right? Boom. That's one of the universal laws of the universe. Then also, there's right next to it is the law of inspired action. You can pray and ask God for what you need. But then there's an action step for you to bring into fruition, to manifest, to bring to you what God desires you to have. I love you. I want to see you win. I might need to I'm going to keep talking about this. I'm going to keep talking about this right now. I'm praying about everything, right? I'm praying about everything. I need God at every point in time of my life. Every second of the day, I need God. I think there's like over 84,600 seconds. But basically, my heart beats 100,000 plus times a day. And there's all this time, there's all these different thoughts. There's probably 80,000 thoughts. But I need God the whole time, right? So I pray and ask God for wisdom, understanding, discernment when I'm reading His Word. And I pray and ask God for wisdom. And I ask Him, what does He need me to do? He told me last week, I was praying in the shower. I was like, God, what do you want me to do? I heard in my spirit, find people that are working for me and work for them. That's what I heard in my spirit, right? So that's good. I made a Facebook post about that. I'm still waiting for people to hit me up. So I'm looking for people to hit me up about something I can do for them for free. Like, come on. Time. They say time is money. I don't believe that. You know, with me, I only want to come into situations where I can improve something. It's the only time I'm trying to come around when I can improve something. So I know I have value. I know I have skills. I'm not talking about personal value. I mean, everybody got personal value. But when it comes to business, I know I have an economic value for anybody I'm able to stand in the front of. You could be a billion. You could have made $50 billion. I still can do something for you. Man, me and Bill Gates get in the same room. There's something I can do for him. Because there's probably something I know about that Azure platform that he don't know yet. Because he might not be studying Azure today. But, yeah. So, I know things. I can make you some money, Bill, and everybody else that can hear or see this video. But my point is, I can bring something of value to any equation that I'm a part of. Anytime Edward Fox is there, there's money going to be made for everybody. So there's this book I've been reading called God Will Provide. I've probably talked about this book 50 times across videos, podcasts, anything. God Will Provide by Dr. Riley Jenkins. A really good book. I sent it to one of my uncles today. He bought it. He's going to be getting it delivered to his house soon. Good guy. I love him. I love my uncle. Love all my uncles and my aunties. So, okay. I pray about what I'm asking for God, right? Asking from God. Pray for wisdom, pray for understanding, pray for Him giving provision. Because like I said earlier, I'm preparing financially to not have to leave the house in the month of May, maybe June, maybe July, right? But I know based on my expenses, that's like 10 bands over those 3 months, including rent, car note, other stuff, other utilities. Like 10 to not have to leave the house for 3 months. Man, that's cool. I mean, of course, I'm still be going to church, going out to eat, things like that. But the point is, when I pray and ask God for these things, and I'm reading this book, God Will Provide, what I heard in my spirit one day when I was picking up the book was, those people still had to walk. When I say that, the book is majorly about when God delivered his people out of Egypt, right? Out of bondage, out of a hellish place, or a hellish existence on earth, under the rule and oppression of another people that don't care about you and they want to hurt you and steal from you every day. They're really breaking those people down in their spirit and in their mind. And God used Moses, a person that was raised in that, but not subject to it, because he grew up, with the Pharaoh in the same house, basically. It's like the Pharaoh's cousin. But basically, you have to read more about the story of that. I'm gonna go through it real quick. But in the Bible, in Genesis, it talks about how, I believe it was Exodus, I believe. I know we talk about this Exodus. But there was a little boy, right? He was born into a family, the Hebrew boy, and that was a young lady. She's very beautiful. But basically, Moses was born during a time where boys like him were being killed for being born, right? Little Hebrew boys. They were being killed if they were a certain age. Hebrew, I think it was age 2 and under. They were being fed to alligators, beaten, killed, multiple ways it was happening. So his mother and father, they didn't want it to happen to their child. And also supposed to be firstborn sons. Because, the Pharaoh heard about the prophecy of a boy being born and coming to free the people from him, free the slaves. So the Pharaoh didn't like that. He didn't want that. Or Pharisees. Well, I think it's Pharaoh. So yeah, that happened. But the mother and father of this little boy, Moses, they did not want that to happen to their child, right? So of course they prayed, and then they ended up having their child. The mom puts him in a basket and puts the basket in the river. There's alligators in the river, right? And crocodiles. It's Africa we're talking about. Africa. So, boom. So basically, the Pharaoh's daughter ends up finding. Oh yeah, and Moses' big sister, she's watching this basket too. But Pharaoh's daughter ends up finding this basket with this little baby in it, and she's like, "Wow, like who could have left this baby, right?" So basically, she gets the baby boy, Moses, and she raises the boy. I think she convinces her father to let her keep the child in the house, and she raises him, and boom, yeah. That's like, so Moses was raised up in a place in the household of the man that wanted him dead, because he was going to free his people from him. The Pharisees was the person that housed and provided for the boy that he wanted dead. He didn't know this, of course. But that's how God works. So now, over time, Moses grows up. He's like, man, this ain't right. What's going on with these people? He ends up killing somebody one day because they were like beating on one of the Hebrew slaves. And he leaves Egypt for like 40 years. He has a wife. I believe his wife was named Zipporah, a very beautiful young lady. And he ends up coming back to Egypt, and then he ends up freeing the slaves. There's a lot that happened. There's a famine, maybe not a famine, but there were some things that happened. Locusts, lots of deaths. The Hebrew people were told to put blood of sacrifice a lamb, put the blood on the door, on above the door, let them know like, hey, Holy Spirit, Spirit, leave us, we here for you, we love you, we care for you, we're committed to you, and we are your people, so you can pass over us, you don't have to kill us. So that happens. A lot of Pharaoh's people died, And then like Pharaoh had the opportunity to be like, all right, Moses, take your people, go head on. But nah, it was some craziness. So there's a lot that happened. You have to read the word of God. And there's also that movie, The Prince of Egypt. But basically, Moses gets his people and they leave Egypt. It wasn't easy now. They ain't got out like, it wasn't no easy thing. God had to split the Red Sea and all that. And the people, Pharaoh and his people was chasing them and they ended up dying and all this good stuff, man, all that bad stuff, all that crazy stuff, man. But then Moses is out in the wilderness with all these newly freed Hebrew people that just came out of Egypt. And there was one thing that the Bible said that one of the Hebrew people said out their mouth, and I'm like, what? So the person said, "Was there not enough graves in Egypt that you brought us out here to die?" And that is based off of the doubt of that person and them not understanding the God that they were chosen by. God chose them. Like, hey, you are my people, a chosen priesthood. God got all these good things to say about us. But you know, you have to believe it. And you have to be obedient. And that's why I'm telling you all this. Because in the book, God will provide, it's majorly about the story of the Hebrew people and God bringing them out of Egypt. So now, when I ask God for all these things, like, hey, help me with this, help me get me some new clients, this and yada, 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 boom, 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 boom. You know, God tells me what to do. And then when I pick up the book one day, it's like, I heard in my spirit, those people still had to walk. There's still action that's necessary when God gives you provision and when God gives you instructions on how to access his provision, right? God is a source. Man is a resource, right? If I'm in a place full of trees, I'm in a forest, and I say, God, I want me a house or something I can you know, I want something to cover me from the elements. God could tell me, say, hey, if you got tools, chop a tree down and make you a house. But I have to follow those directions in order to reap the benefit of what God has already created and from what God has told me to do with what he's already provided. I got to answer this call.